off the stool. He said, "Hey, Shawn," he grabbed my foot. He says, "Man, if you line this dude up and catch him with the right hand, you gonna get him." And this final round, we were doing 4 2-minute rounds. I got to tell it all like it is.
Yeah.
Back then, we were doing 4 2-minute rounds. So this was the 4th round, 2 minutes. And like less than a minute into that round, I caught him with a right hand. And the right hand, he didn't stumble back, but he definitely took a couple steps back. Enough for me to know that he was hurt. And I did Shawn Porter. I just jumped on him, and I kept boxing, kept going. And I ended up winning the fight by 4 points. I ended up winning the fight by like 4 points. And I remember that when my hand was raised, we were getting points after each round, and it was a close fight all the way to the end. And I remember thinking to myself, I earned that win. That wasn't a fight where I just got a victory because he came over to the U.S. Like, I actually earned that win, you know?
Those are the words of Shawn Porter. As another video was sent to me by the infamous YB. Hit the like button. Say subscribe. Listen. This video was breaking leak. You know, you guys know who you are that sent it to me. But it says breaking leak. Oleksandr Usyk officially exposed for being TKO'd by 147-pound Shawn Porter in the amateurs. I got a counterpunch because, see, this type of shit here, there's nothing wrong with thumbnails that look appealing. I mean, I know that's how people are going to click on your video to see what you have to offer. But when they click on that video and then they see what you have to offer and it doesn't match the thumbnail, that's when people understand, yo, this shit's clickbait. And it's just clickbait all the way through. Look at the title. Breaking leak. Oleksandr Usyk officially exposed by being TKO'd by 147-pound Shawn Porter in the amateurs. That's a fucking lie. He wasn't TKO'd in the amateurs. He wasn't Deontay Wildered, okay? He wasn't any of that. He was hit with as you guys heard, Shawn Porter told it the way it was. He hit him, and he said he kind of stumbled back a little bit. Matter of fact, he didn't even say he stumbled. He kind of went back, and then Shawn, knowing that hurt him with a shot, and Shawn Porter jumped on him like he does, like a Tasmanian devil. He's Showtime Shawn Porter for a reason, and that's what he does, right? So his hand was raised, and he said he earned it. He didn't say anything about TKO. He didn't say anything about KO. He didn't say anything about stopping. He didn't say anything about knocking him down. He didn't say anything about anything that conveyed him being knocked out. So, again, that's bullshit. And TKO'd by 147-pound Porter in the amateurs. Okay, if you looked and watched the video, he was 165 pounds, okay? Him and Keefe, one time was 152, okay? So he wasn't even 147 pounds. You know, and for the record, speaking of Shawn Porter could probably fight at 168. You know, he'd probably be a bigger dude, but, you know, a smaller, kind of like a David Lemieux kind of guy, but he might have more power, you know, being 165, being older. Because, you know, the older you get, I think you can acclimate in getting bigger. You naturally get bigger over time. But, you know, he's been able to maintain his weight at 147. I ain't mad at him, but he was at 165, not 147. Okay, so I have to make that known. All right. And for this being a breaking leak, okay, that's the last counter of this particular video. This is not a breaking leak. This shit happened. He said that last year sometime, or maybe even late 19, when Shawn Porter had an interview with this cat, and that's exactly what happened. He told it how it was. It wasn't a breaking leak. This shit just didn't happen. It wasn't like Shawn Porter just came out with this. No, none of that shit happened. We heard about that a while ago. Okay, so everything about this video is bullshit. Okay, absolute bullshit. And I had to counterpunch it because a lot of people send me stuff from YB. And I have nothing against YB. I mean, he does his thing over there. But everyone does their thing, okay? And I see clickbait. I see him, the British version of Aki. He's just a British guy, so he has different views and the way he thinks and stuff like that. And he doesn't like the LDBC, so he's anti-LDBC. But Ironically, kind of sounds like Aki, which is LDBC, but doesn't claim to be. But he's LDBC, right? So, you know, that's what I see whenever anyone sends me stuff like this, you know, yay it or nay it. And this is definitely a nay it, okay? Because, you know, like Rick James said, if I had two more hands, I'd give him 2 thumbs down. Rick James, bitch. But no, this was definitely fabricated. There was nothing truthful about that, you know, at all. Okay, so, but again, it was meant to be exactly what it was, and he has, he has some views, so good for him. But anyway, that's my counterpunch on this particular video. Of course, please subscribe, and you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.